It was funny because when you started talking about these crazy double bills and stuff, and when I went to college at BU, I used to go to the Brattleboro Theater in Cambridge and watch whatever was on. I think the weirdest double bill I ever saw was Straw Dogs and Emmanuel. So I don't know if Lost World and The Affair can compete with that. But it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. But that was really where, it's funny because it was that revival house that really changed my career and made me think about becoming a film actress, because I was in school for theater and I didn't really know anything about film, and I didn't really have any personal experience with film, and I was there watching one of my usual double bills, and I saw Robert Altman's Three Women. And somehow I slept through the 70s, or mostly I was in high school during the 70s, and so I had missed Nashville and all of his major hits, and I saw this movie and I was like, what is that? Who is that? It was the first time I'd gone to the movies where I'd usually just gone for entertainment, and I recognized a directorial voice, a vision, and I was like, that's different. I think I want to do that. I think I want to work with someone like that. And I told Bob that, and he forgot. And then I introduced him at something, told that story, and he was like, oh, really? I'm like, Bob! How many times do I have to tell you? You were seminal in my becoming a film actress. So anyway, I feel so fortunate to have worked with directors that I have worked with. So these amazing visionaries, and I feel that way about Wash Westmoreland and Richard Glatzer. When they came to me with Still Alice, they came. It had a pretty unique vision about the story that they wanted to tell, and the story was a completely subjective view of a woman going through this horrendous journey through this disease. And they were very, very confident, and they were like, I was like, when do you want to do it? And they said, like a year from now. And I was like, dream on. Never get the money. And I thought, it's good, I can't age out of this part. We can wait around for a long time. So anyway, they came to me. They actually said, in the time period, they said, literally a year later, they were like, we have it, we're ready to go. And everything came together so fortuitously. We got Alec Baldwin right away, which was shocking, because I really thought the part was too small for him. Kristen Stewart said yes. Kate Bosworth, Hunter Parrish, an amazing array of New York, really, really interesting New York actors. We ended up, Mockingjay actually gave me the month of March off to shoot a movie, which is unheard of, that a big studio movie would let you off to do something. And then we had it finished and completed in time to Toronto, and we got in. So then I gave up. I was like, that's all, that's it. Nothing's going to happen after that. We're never getting distribution. We had a completely inauspicious 4:30 screening on a Monday. And nobody came, like 3 Canadian press, but Sony Classics came, and they immediately picked up the movie. So I can't thank them enough. And I think, the other thing that's really interesting and urgent about this film is that, Richard and Wash are professional partners, and they're also married. And a few years ago, Richard was diagnosed with ALS. So when we first spoke about the movie, he was having difficulty with his speech, but by the time we shot it, he'd really lost a lot of his ability from the waist up. He couldn't speak anymore, and he typed on an iPad with one hand. But it felt, when he was diagnosed, Wash was like, what do you want to do? And Richard said, I want to make movies. That's what I want to do. And by hook or by crook, we managed to do it. And I think the movie was made really in the spirit not of loss or diminishment, but in kind of hopefulness and joyfulness, and that idea that you're never more grateful for the life you have than when you're closest to loss. So the fact that this came out the way it did, it came together the way it did, I really think had to do with Richard and Wash and their love for film and their love of life, and I feel very, very grateful to be involved. So thank you so much for coming out to see this movie. I'm so grateful to be here and so excited. I really hope you like the film. The end!